Thank you, Chairman. And it was hard for me to tell which beach Miss Miller had because they're all so beautiful out there. That is St. Pete Beach. And of course, behind me is my wife and I at our home beach at Treasure Island, which is the beach just north of St. Pete Beach, along with Clearwater. But, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that our family has had amazing times at Myrtle Beach, at Newport Beach, and at Santa Monica Beach in your amazing states as well. And we heard continually the same three themes coming up: quality of life, protect our environment, and our economy. That's what we're all here for today. And that's what the bill that Representative Cunningham, that the House passed, is all about. At a time when we're combating climate change, boosting renewable energy, and having record energy production already domestically, stopping offshore oil drilling just common sense. We don't need it. We don't want it. We won't stand idly by and watch our way of life be destroyed. We know this is critical to all coastal areas, including those across Florida. Ms. Miller, it'd be great to get a sense by the numbers or just generally, what is the economic impact of coastal tourism in Tampa Bay overall?
My goodness, in Tampa Bay alone, I represent Pinellas County, so that's not even our entire region. Our Convention and Visitors Bureau has over a $50 million a year budget that has a $1 billion economic impact just in Pinellas County alone. It is the #1 job creator, and we are the most densely populated county in the state of Florida. So that speaks volumes to just that segment. But I'd be remiss that, it's more than tourism, because that once tourism is impacted by anything, and this topic or others, the man that makes the t-shirts, he loses work too. The woman that's selling, the cups that down the street, she's losing out as well. So the trickle effect from not only the multiplier of the economic impact goes far outside of the beach communities.
Whether it's grouper sandwiches, one of my personal favorites, red snapper, or a Caribbean spiny lobster, what is the economic impact of our coastal fishing industry in Tampa Bay?
So I can't quote the numbers exactly for you, but I can tell you that in the state of Florida alone, there's over 600,000 jobs created, and just in the fisheries. When this occurred in 2010, our restaurants were selling burgers and really fighting for the ability to sell seafood, because not only did it affect the ability to get seafood, but when they could, and we verified that it was clean, sustainable seafood, consumers were scared to eat it.
Thanks. And you had already gone at length into the losses from the BP oil spill, and I really appreciate that. Can you give us a few individual stories from small businesses during that time period and how it affected them? I think those stories are really important.
Yeah, I think, one story that really resonates for me is that as soon as this happened, it wasn't just one story. It was an upswelling of our business community. And I eliminate the word small because there were, medium to large size businesses as well, really mentally paralyzed on exactly what they could do and how they could sustain keeping their businesses going. We have one of the largest resorts here on the Gulf Coast of Florida, the Tradewinds. They had to lay off over half of their workforce in order to try to keep things going. I have seafood restaurants that never reopened, and they were family owned and operated and had sat there in our Johns Pass Village for 25 years.
Thanks for that. And what do you think the lessons learned are from the BP oil spill that we need to take going forward in this policy issue?
Yeah, concisely put, I think that there are circumstances that we as humans, elected officials and leaders, can control. And the lesson learned here is this is controllable. We can do this, we can ban it, and this is within our ability. So I think we all need to rise up to the occasion and make this happen for a permanent ban.
Thank you, Ms. Miller, for all you're doing on behalf of Tampa Bay. We certainly appreciate not only the beaches there, which As I said, we have a little place out there, but also on the East Coast, we have amazing Space Coast beaches, and we certainly want to protect them for the future. Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.